Thank you very much, Tasmina, and welcome to everyone, friends and delegates and candidates at this our first Alba Party conference. Sorry we didn't catch Laurie there because I know he was going to recite poetry to us. And Laurie's vision and his recitations of poetry, and indeed his decency, is the rock on which this party has been founded. But I should say that Laurie is not above making the odd political statement. I noted his comments yesterday, for example, about the Liberal Democrats. And what Laurie said in talking about our membership, that in one single week, the Alba Party had surpassed the membership total of the Liberal Democrats, who had been working at it, as Laurie put it, in various disguises for 150 years. Because after a week, we are legion. The Alba Party are many. But the real achievement of the last week has been to bring into place 32 candidates of talent and diversity at the length and breadth of Scotland. Today we start to provide the policy framework to define our message. I'm fond of saying we have 18 women, 14 men, 7 serving councillors, 6 current or former parliamentarians, 3 BAME candidates, 3 candidates with disabilities, 2 serving MPs, 2 economists, 1 Gaelic speaker, 1 former champion boxer, and 1 former First Minister. And for all of our candidates, myself and the other 31, the policy framework which we are starting to put into place today will be the thing that defines our message in this campaign. Now, arithmetically, our argument for the independence supermajority is unassailable. More MSPs supporting independence, what's not to like? Of course, some people say they don't. But why should independence supporting colleagues not want there to be an independence supermajority? Why would they rather that the Indie numbers were lighter and the Unionist numbers heavier in the Scots Parliament? That is, in my estimation, ridiculous posturing for any independence supporter, caused by the realisation that SNP votes on the regional list are the ultimate wasted votes. The reality is as follows. The cause of Scottish independence is beyond party. It is, of course, proper to recognise that for most of the century where Scottish self-government has been pursued on a political canvas, the heavy lifting has been done by the SNP. However, the cause of independence has never been the SNP's sole preserve. They hold no arbitrary authority over it. One thinks, for example, the Scottish Covenant movement after the Second World War. And then there's the cross-party claim of right, which the SNP participated in. And of course, the Scottish Constitutional Convention, where the SNP did not participate. Most importantly, and most recently, there's the broad-based Yes campaign of the summer of 2014, which propelled the independence case forward in a fashion that has never been achieved before. That was not the preserve of the SNP, and I would suggest one recent political movement which most resembles our new party. If I was to list that, I would say the Yes campaign of the summer of 2014 is now reborn in political form in the ranks of Alba. At today's conference, we engage in the process, the policy debate to indicate the Scotland we seek. The debates today on economic recovery from COVID, on education, on women and equality, are the very lifeblood of a quality election campaign. As our thinking comes forward in these matters, and on the constitution of an independent Scotland, on Scotland's place in Europe and the world, and on the practical answers to the hard questions on currency, on borders, on the transition to freedom, then Alba will make our mark in this election campaign. Now, the mainstream media tell us that the people don't want to talk about independence. They're wrong. Not only do people want to talk about it, they want the assurance that the thinking has been done to provide the framework from which we can build an independent country. That is what Alba will inject into this election. And as we articulate these views with positivity, with clarity, and with substance, then we'll make a substantial contribution to the noblest cause of all, the cause of independence for our country. Thank you.